Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directive. Welcome to my channel, where generally we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it. But today we're doing the 9-card Lenormand spread that I enjoy so much. I wanted to make an announcement that I am, I'm celebrating the solstice. I'm so excited. And then we have eclipses coming up in July, and this full moon in Sagittarius is just starting this huge energetic cycle that's changing. I mean, you must feel them shifting. I'm sure that you feel them shifting. So, and we got what? Neptune's moving in retrograde in your sign, and Mercury's getting ready to move. It's getting into the shadow this week, and then it'll be moving retrograde in Cancer. And so you are definitely going to be feeling these. So I thought I would offer everybody the opportunity to get a free little 9-card spread. And so to do this, I thought the way to do it would be that I would put entries into a drawing based on your comments, your positive comments on my videos for the month of June. So every time you positively comment on a video in the month of June, it counts as an entry into the drawing. So one entry per video, basically. So get to talking to me. Let me know what's going on. And then I will do a video where I will do the drawing. And if your name is drawn, then you can send me an email with your question, because I need your email in order to give you the link to the private video that I record. So it will be important that you do that. Ooh, look, you're showing up for yourself. At the bottom of the deck, we have the moon. It's all about listening to your intuition. What are you listening to your intuition? You're listening to your intuition about how to overcome obstacles. That's a good way to use your intuition, let me just tell you. So if you haven't been to one of my 9-card readings before, I really enjoy them because they shed a lot of light in a lot of different ways. So here's how I set this up. This is your thoughts, feelings, actions. This is the past, present, future. Present being the mid-month of June moving forward. You can't change the past, but you can learn lessons from it that you can apply in the present, make some adjustments so that you can impact and co-create the future that you want, right? So I always like to do it this way. All right, this center card right here is about the key. And the key to the situation is you need to cut something out. Like, I'm done with that. So it could be a bad habit. It could be a bad relationship. It could be a bad thought process. It could be, it could be decluttering your house. Like, boom, I'm done with this. You're out of here. It's getting rid of something now. Like, it's an abrupt, boom, done. We're done. Okay, in the recent past, you gained a new perspective. This perspective came from information that came to you that had been previously not available to you, or that you actively went looking for. So either it just showed up because it was a secret that came out, or you actively researched it. Oh, my face is tingling. So it totally changed your perspective. Whatever this information was, it made you look at something differently. It could have been a message from spirit. It could just be your flat out intuition telling you, no, this is the information. Maybe you can't prove it. Maybe you just know. You could just know. You are Pisces. All right. Currently, you're thinking about communities and changing communities. Okay, so this is in the coffin house. And this is, oh my gosh, I'm so itchy. I started itching before I started doing your video. Spirit is all over this one. So hang in there for the ride. Okay. Changing communities. So are you ending a relationship with somebody or some group of something? Like maybe you stopped, I'm not going to that church anymore, or I'm quitting this job, or that part of the family ticked me off. I'm having nothing more to do with them because all they do is mess with me. It's some kind of an obstacle that you're using your own intuition to overcome, and it is going to affect, it is going to change your interaction with community, whatever that means to you. In the future, oh, you have hope and clarity. Oh, so nice. And not only that, it's in the house of the fish, which makes it an abundance of hope and clarity. So what you think you know, you know. What you think you know, you absolutely know. So making your judgments based on what you think you know that maybe you cannot prove. Maybe it's still all hidden and secreted and you can't really tell. You can't like show anybody, no, look, here's my evidence. You know. You know. You know. And it's going to impact this community situation. In the recent past, you had a lot of concerns and doubts, and you needed to pay attention to the details of some sort of a commitment. Okay, so a commitment could be a lease. It could be a contract for employment. It could be marriage. It could be a commitment you made to yourself. Like, I'm going to take care of this, that, or the other thing. I am determined to change my health habits. I'm giving up smoking. I'm just going to cut that crap right out. You were thinking about how you needed to make a commitment to yourself, because not making this commitment or having this commitment, either one was undermining the foundation of what you're trying to accomplish. Changes have to be made. So maybe you need to rewrite your lease. Maybe you need to rewrite your contract for your business. Maybe you need to go in and renegotiate to get a higher salary. This looks good. Follow your intuition on this. Big time. In the future. In the place of the heart, we have the birds. Now, the birds is about communication. So I feel like it'll be good communication that you have. It's also got the nest in it, which this card could be about moving, flying to a new home, moving in with somebody, nesting. You could be pregnant. I don't think that's really a high percentage. But this card really looks like the bird's bringing in something to build the nest. It could be building your nest egg, as in your finances. It's building something that makes your heart happy. So it could be building a business. A home-based business, perhaps. Action. Ooh. Transformation of an obstacle. Here is this is the obstacle, the mountain. This is the mountain house, and we have the coffin in here. You used your intuition to transform that obstacle. So nice. Look at this. You have love coming in. You have love coming in. Message of love, actual love, a project you love. You have to cut something out and release something in order to allow this to happen. Oh, okay. So the woman is looking forward. That's beautiful. And it's receptive energy. So you are receiving. So you are receiving the love. I think when you change communities, you find yourself feeling at home. And so this love it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be love of a community. By ending a situation that you're in that needed to be transformed, overcoming the obstacles to transform this situation, you are feeling love in a community in which you're in, because this card is about community and conversation. This looks really nice. Big transformation. The power of this next cycle of energy is going to bring about a sense of I'm home. What's that feel like? It feels like I'm home. You're going to be receiving. That's the action to take, is to receive. So allow people to show you, give you their emotions, their conversation. It's going to fill you with so much hope. Allow yourself to receive the hope and the clarity that comes in. That could be coming from the divine, the intuition. So pay attention. Pay attention. Keep a journal. Wait, what is going on with these cards? These don't belong in here. Did I do... Okay, we'll have to give those a really good shuffle. So, that was weird. So yes, pay attention to what you're thinking, feeling, hearing. That's about conversation. There could be conversation with spirit because it's in the area of the heart, the clarity and the hope in your thoughts, being receptive. I feel like maybe you're really getting a huge download from spirit right now to help you to make the decisions that you need to overcome the obstacles, to fill your life with heart, with love. Love of self, love of others, love of where you are. Oh my gosh, you are the manifester. Ooh, look at that. That's magical. All right. What is that? 25. That's 7. That's divine. Right? 7 is divine energy. It's not 27, it's 25. Okay, but it's a 7. Okay, so you are magical. You can create what you want. You are being asked, though, to watch out for deception from others. So, in the house of the secrets and knowledge, we have perspective. The tower, taking a higher perspective. So make sure you're paying attention, listening to your intuition. Don't believe what you hear except for from spirit. Do the research. Check it out. Make sure you're right. Following your intuition, you're going to know. You're going to know when people are lying to you. You're going to know when they're being misleading if you're paying attention to your intuition. And you have such great intuition, so make sure you're paying attention. And then cut that crap out of there. Like if someone's not, if they're not willing to stand in their truth, if they're not willing to walk up to you with an open heart, don't get confused by hearing what you want to hear. Hear what you feel you're hearing. Like listen to your intuition. That didn't sound right. You know, they said such and such a thing, but something about that just makes me think it doesn't sound quite right. Listen to your intuition. Oh, but this is lovely. Prosperity lies ahead. I think that when you eliminate this deceitful person from your life or this deceitful situation, it doesn't have to be that. It could be a community of people that are not in alignment with you. Okay, so maybe not even deception, but let's just say you belong to an organization that has a certain belief system, and it doesn't have to be religious, right? It could be political. It could be in the business world. Whatever it is, it's not in alignment with your value system. This is when you cut them out, when you follow your heart. And when you do that, prosperity will lie ahead. So listening to your intuition, listening to yourself, following your heart, knowing that you can tell, trusting that if something feels off, then it's off for you. It doesn't matter if you can prove it or not. You don't have to be able to prove it for it to be not in alignment with you and your value system. Other people don't have to go, oh yeah, no, I could see what you're doing there. No, you're 100% right. No, you're right. No, you don't need that. You just need to know it for yourself. This is the part where you make a commitment to yourself, to trust your intuition, to follow your heart, to be open and receptive to the divine guidance that you get through your intuition, and to do what's right for you. And when you make the commitment to yourself to do what's right for you, that's when you start heading toward prosperity of all sorts. Emotional prosperity, financial prosperity, physical, all the levels of it. Mental clarity and hope, right? It's when you believe and you trust in yourself. When you go, no, I am going to be showing up for myself and standing up for me. Whoa. And there may be a little bit of dusting up along the way. We have the typhoon, which is anger and rage, and we have, I don't know, Nuada. I don't know how to say this. It says perfection, but I think this is righteous anger. This is righting the scales. This is understanding that there's some bull crap that's been going on, and you're not going to take it anymore. And you're going to overcome the obstacle, which could just really be your insecurity about, do I believe myself? Do I trust myself? Believe yourself. Trust yourself. Your higher self knows what it knows. And so allow yourself to believe it. And sometimes you're going to feel like you are the only person in the world that sees what you see. See it anyway. And I say that like it's easy. And I can tell you from experience that it is not easy. It is not easy to feel like an island out there where everybody's like, but you can't prove that. I don't need to prove it. It wasn't easy. Stand in your truth, because in the end, it's so much better. If you sell out to keep everything calm, to keep everything quiet and balanced because you don't like confrontation, you're not being authentic to yourself, and you will feel tied down and imprisoned, and you don't need that. So stand up for yourself. You don't have to be mean and aggressive about it. I know it says anger and rage and perfection, but be true to you and what you believe and what you know to be true. Like that, when you stand for yourself, even if you're the only person out there that believes what you know to be true, prosperity lies ahead, really. And lies ahead doesn't mean next week. I hate to tell you, it could be a rough ride. It could be a really difficult ride. But on the other side of the rapids, on the other side of the turmoil and the chaos and the stress, there's peace. And it is so hard to think that you could have been stuck back there now that you're over here and everything feels lighter and brighter. And you're like, no, I stood up for myself and it was great. It was the best thing I ever did for me. I don't have to prove what I know. I tried to. Nobody was listening. And I couldn't actually prove everything. I could prove enough of it. Nobody paid attention. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I did what was right for me. And I'm happy and content. Not everybody is. I am. Sometimes that's how it goes. Right? Listen to your intuition. Do what's best for you. Take a higher perspective. See the view from above. Trust your intuition. You have begin now, take your first step, and fellow travelers, support is all around you. The support may be in the human 3D form. Might just be your guides. Just your guides. That's huge. Listen to your intuition. You are in touch and you are in tune. You are so supported by the universe when you stand in your truth, when you stand up for yourself, when you do what you know is right, even if it is uncomfortable. In the end, it is so worth it. So do it. Begin now. Take that first step. All right, Pisces. Woo! Neptune's going in retrograde in your sign. You are going to go over some of these issues of your self-value, your value system, right? Neptune rules your sign, and Pisces is the first house, and so for you, that is definitely going to be your value system under scrutiny and going over some stuff. And if you like skimmed over it the first time and said, I'm just going to brush that under the rug and not really pay a lot of attention to it because I just want to go with the flow, I want everything peace and calm, I got news for you. There's a typhoon coming. It's a typhoon. That's water, right? That's water, and it happens, you know, like it's a hurricane, a typhoon. That happens in the ocean. That is Neptune. That is Uranus in Taurus energy with Neptune in retrograde, causing this big storm in your life. And ouch, right? So strap yourself to the palm tree that bends and sways. Go with it. Ride out the storm. Be flexible, but be rooted in the truth of that palm tree, right? It's rooted in the ground. It will outlast because it moves and it sways and it's flexible. And you're going to feel a little battered and a little bruised. But then prosperity lies ahead. So ride out the storm. It's worth it. Okay, that was super long. If you stuck with me, good for you. All right, but it was cathartic for me, so thanks. All right, I will talk to you soon. You take care. Don't forget to put in your entries.